Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 40 of Modern Skyblock 3D Parted, a mod pack by Immersive Gamer. So, in the last episode we worked on immersive engineering and I ended up fixing my field. By that, what do I mean by that? I mean that these machines work in a 9x9. Oh, I actually do have to move this one. So I made the field 9x9 and I lose 4 space for these glowstone. And I made 4 field because this one is Canola and this one's going to be my Hemp Seed. And the reason I made one for Hemp Seed is, as you saw in the last episode, I'm going to need a lot of hemp fiber. My biggest concern, and well, I should say not concern, problem, is that I actually need more worms, and I spent like 30 minutes trying to get some worms, because the idea with the worms is they let you do a 3x3 without having to need any water. So I really want to do that. The other thing, now time for some bad news. Here's the bad news, guys. I spent, oh, now it gives me a worm on the third try. I spent a lot of time trying 2 things. First, I tried going back 1 version to see if it would take care of my lag. It does take care of my lag, but it breaks my world, so not that useful, I'm going to go with, because the point of this is to continue the same world and continue the same playthrough. So if I can't do that, what's the point of downgrading back to the previous version? The second thing I tried is I took a backup and I played on my backup, and for what, 2 hours? 2 hours of me trying to figure out if there was anything I could turn off or remove to stop the lag. And wait for this, you'll be very surprised. I was completely unsuccessful. You never expected that, eh? So I was totally unable to find what's causing the lag. I basically tore down all of my immersive engineering machines. I removed all of these pipes everywhere, and I just can't get it to work. I really don't know what it is. So what I've decided to do, since it's lag that comes after like 30-35 minutes, I'm going to change my style of recording, and I'm going to record my episode in 20 minutes bouts. So I'm going to record 20 minutes, and then I'm going to have like a pause where I'm going to restart the whole game and restart the recording and continue. I don't really like that because it makes editing harder, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to please the fans, if I had any. So the other things I wanted to show you. I made a round robin setup and I love it. It's not complete because this is not a void chest. But basically, the problem I was having in the beginning is that this was overflowing and seeds were falling on the ground. So now instead, I bring the seeds in this one and I bring the canola in that one. And then I have a second pipe out where I insert in this one, insert in that one, insert in the third one, insert in the fourth one. And if it doesn't fit in there, what does it do? It goes back in the chest. So that's what I mean by a kind of round robin. So this way, I never have anything fall on the ground. Now, if this was still turned on and producing a crazy amount of resource, I would still have a problem because this would fill out. The solution to that is something I just wanted to show you. I'm pretty sure you guys know about it, but just in case you don't, I just wanted to show you. So basically what I want is called a void upgrade. This void upgrade destroys excess items. So you use an upgrade template and 8 obsidian. And do I have any upgrade templates? No, I don't. So I'm just going to explain it. Basically, I'm going to use a drawer like this. I'm going to put a basic drawer here instead of the chest to receive the canola oil, the canola. I'm also going to put an emerald upgrade or something to make sure that I can stack more than just this much, and a void upgrade, which means that whatever comes in that's too much is just going to get voided instead of falling into the world. So that's how I'm going to take care of that thing. Then, what else did I want to talk about? Yes. Let's go down here. My biggest problem with these pipe is this. You need this extraction redstone engine here. So for this one, it's easy. I filled this with wood, I extract, and I fill those, but doesn't empty this, so it doesn't really help. And guess what? I did the same round robin and brought it all around back to here. But I still need to extract from those two. To be able to extract from those two, I need an extraction pipe here and an extraction pipe here and 2 more redstone engines. So I really feel stuck. The same way for this, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13 extraction. It's just ridiculous, like the redstone engine, and I'm sure that they somehow contribute to the lag a little bit. What? Oh boy, was that weird. The rendering was just showing it as separated piece. Sorry. My attention got caught by that and I just had to go check it. Anyway, so I really want the Ender IO pipe. Of course, they're the best pipe out there. They're the one that you want to use in everything. But until we unlock Ender IO, we won't have access to it, which means that in the meantime, we're going to have to be very careful about what we automate and why we automate it, just to make sure that we don't go over. So let me just do this because I want to start some more cooking right here. Oh, I'm actually out of iron here and I'm getting really good on steel. So you know what? I'll put all, and this is full. So the reason I needed this is that I want more coal coke. I want more coal coke because I still need to make hot graphite. I can come up here, and I just rewatched the episode recently where I was saying about how noisy this machine was, and for whatever reason my sound was kind of muted, so I don't know what was going on, but it didn't seem to record the sound, so it wasn't that loud to you. I've been having some sound issues also. I don't know if it's the update, but everything seems to have gone wrong the moment I got the update. So that's kind of what I'm blaming it on for now, because I can't figure out the rest. That being said, enough complaining and enough talking about the things I want to do and the things that I've done. Let's just get on with the episode and let's try to continue moving forward with immersive engineering. Let's come right here, put that back here, and voila. And that charcoal, what can I do with that charcoal? I'll just dump it in my charcoal chest right here. Perfect. And it's at 217. Like, this is barely producing any charcoal. There really isn't any point to it now that I'm using a crazy amount of charcoal. Okay, so immersive engineering, next step. Quest, heavy machinery, biodiesel. So that's the next one. By combining ethanol made in a fermenter and plant oil made in a squeezer in a refinery, you can make biodiesel. So we already have the squeezer. The squeezer is basically this big machine that we made for the graphite, is also the thing that we're going to need to make the oil. Perfect. Let's just refill that. Bring it back right here. Okay. And now what we're going to need is the squeezer. So let's go into heavy machinery. No, sorry, the fermenter. So the fermenter needs 6 steel scaffolding, 2 fluid pipe, 1 redstone engine, 1 light engineering block, 4 cauldron, and 4 iron sheet metal. So let's see if we have all of that. We have the redstone engine. We're going to need steel scaffolding. We're going to need steel. We're going to need 2 pipe. We're going to need 4 iron sheet metal. Let's grab the steel ink. And rain again. It is just rain galore these days. I feel like I'm getting way more rain than I've ever had, which is fairly annoying, to be fair. Perfect, so that's going to be enough. Let me check what else I need. No, not this one, this book. So I said I need 2 light engineering and 4 cauldron. So 2 light engineering, 1, 2. And 4 cauldron, the 4 cauldron. And it's night, so I can get rid of the rain. Okay, so at least that's a good news. It's making the day skip faster, but anything to get rid of the rain. Absolutely anything I can do to get rid of the rain. So let's go here, and we're going to need 4 cauldron, not 7, so I'll have to be careful, nor 8. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of this and put it back in. And now we're going to go and build that machine. Let's go back there and build that machine. And the lag begins. That's not possible. I've only been recording for 10 minutes. It seems to have gotten worse. I'm going to put an A amazing on that. And I hope that was just a one-time thing, because this is crazy. I can't restart like every episode after each 10 minutes. So, first level is going to be 2 pipes, a light, and the scaffolding around. So, light, scaffolding, 2 pipes. So, 2 pipe, light, oh, too much scaffolding, and too much badly placed scaffolding. This is not my best build ever. So let's remove that. Perfect. And the second level is the 4 cauldron, the second light. So the second light goes here. Then I'm going to need the redstone, the 4 cauldron, and the 4 sheet metal seems to just be on top of this. That seemed to be pretty simple. And now it's going to be the whack-a-mole time to find where to whack it. Or, let's be smart about this, we actually have the book. So, no hammer. Okay, so let's go see in the other chest. I kind of find it surprising that I don't have any hammer. It's right there. So I just got rid of it when I was actually doing my time-lapse. So it says, is built as shown above, using the engineer's hammer on the central cauldron. So basically, central cauldron, I'm going to say is this one. If it doesn't work from that side, let's go from this side. Haha, voila. So again, red for the switch, here for a chest, and yeah, okay, squeezer, fermenter. Whew. For 1 second there, for 1 second, I thought I made the wrong thing. And the blue here is for liquid, I believe. And this is for part input. So we have the industrial fermenter. Let's see what it says. Items can be inputted into the fermenter via the 2 hatches at the back that are marked with blue dot. The hatch with the orange dot serve as an item output, and the block below it to output fluid. So this one would be fluid, I guess. Okay. Applying a redstone signal to the control panel at the front will help the machine's process. This behavior can be inverted by the use of a hammer. So, fermenter, let's just look at the biodiesel recipe. It's actually always easier to go from the recipe, I find. So, no, that's the refinery. Huh. Well, actually, not good this time. Where is the biodiesel recipe? That's kind of sad. So I'm actually going to have to read it. You know what? I think it's just the oil. So let's try that. Let's come back here, grab these 2 plant oil bucket, and put the plant oil bucket in here. You can always input this way, and oh no. Or not. Okay, I'm actually going to have to do a little bit of reading. The fermenter is a multi-block structure that extracts ethanol from certain fruits, grain, and vegetable through a fermenting process. The structure is built as shown above and formed by using the engineer hammer on the central blah blah blah. Items can be inputted into the fermenter via the 2 hatch. Blah blah. That's we already read. The following list shows various items that can be fermented into ethanol. Melon slice, sugar cane, apple, and I thought I was using oil. Why would I need the squeezer if I'm not going to need any oil? So let's go grab some of those apples, because apples is something that I have a crazy amount of. So I'm not going to worry about using apple. And let's go back. I haven't really used these machines in a very long time. I loved immersive engineering when I played with it really a lot, but I don't play with them that much anymore. So, nope. There's another way to do this. Let's go back right here. Oil processing, multi-block projector, fluid reservoir, palm jack, distillation tower, napalm. You know what? That's not what I was hoping for. What I was hoping for was somewhere that said how to make biodiesel. Biodiesel, nope. That's weird. I don't remember ever seeing that. Oh, okay. So it's if you wanted to use the one of the other mod that has computer something on it. So I can't find it any. Oh, that's kind of cool. Environment unfriendly. Oh, this is one of the coolest build ever. I don't know if it's going to ask us to do that. By combining ethanol made in a fermenter and plant oil made in a squeezer in a refinery, you can make biodiesel. So I need to make ethanol here, and I'm not the smartest tool in the shed tonight. I forgot a little something that's very important, and it's called power. So I'm going to have to put some power first. Then once I have power, maybe I can actually complain about the fact that it works or doesn't work. This is a wire connector, and I want to make some more, what are those called? Some more wooden post. So let's go right here and say wooden post. Wooden post. Chiseled stone, treated stick. So I'm going to need some treated stick. Like so. And my dog is just acting really bad right now. Don't know why. Doesn't like the door anymore. He seems to just like complaining about the door and people coming to the door. So let's just go and get my 6 stone so I can make those, and we'll be able to continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go back there. It's just so annoying to have all of these interruptions. So let's do this. Nope, that's not how it's made. Is it just cobblestone? If that's just cobblestone, it's kind of lame that they call it chiseled stone. But let's go get some cobblestone. 5, 6. And let's go set some power. And I have to be honest with you, it's been a long time. What is going on? So it is stone. Come on. Stone brick. This makes no sense. I'm going to try it, but this makes no sense because unless the recipe's changed, I guess the recipe's changed, but that's not what I remember having to do. So let's go back here and add a connector in the back right here. And remember, I discovered last time that you can actually climb these, which is actually very useful because the biggest problem you have is always trying to parkour to get these things connected. So let's put this and then this one. Hopefully this is not too far. Ah, yes, it's not too far. So now this has power and it has Apple and it's actually doing something. Yes, ethanol is being produced. Perfect. So we have the fermenter that made us the plant oil and we have the fermenter that made us some ethanol. So now, because 2 steps is not enough, let's go look at the 3rd step. The 3rd step was the distillery, so heavy machinery again. And now we need, the refinery. Oh, wow, that's a big machine. The refinery is a complex multi-block that can refine 1 or 2 fluid into another. The most common application of this is the refinement of plant oil and ethanol into biodiesel. To form the structure, blah, 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 okay. So we need a 8 steel scaffolding, 5 fluid pipe. Okay, so this one we might not even have enough resource for, but we're going to make it. We need to produce this today. So not enough fluid pipe. Fluid pipes are made with iron plate. And we don't have any iron on us, so let's go get some iron. Steel is not a problem. As you've seen, steel is definitely not a problem because we've been producing over the last 2 time lapse. So we've been getting enough. And that's the second lag. We're around the 20-minute mark though, so that's what I was expecting in the beginning. Which is going, like I said, to make my recording really more complicated. I'm going to try to just produce the resource quickly before we go into the restart. Hopefully it won't be a... I misplaced this, so this is going to be 8 fluid pipe. And now let's just check what else do I need. I need 8 steel scaffolding. So that's only 2. We need to make some more. That's going to be 8. That couldn't actually be more perfect than that. Redstone, 1 redstone, 2 light, 2 heavy. 1 redstone, 2 light, 2 heavy. Like I said, I produced all of those in between episode, which was a really good call. Now all we're missing is 16 iron sheet metal, and we have 2. So how do we make more? Like this, so 4, 8, so 16, 10, 14. I actually going to have to make a little bit more, but that doesn't matter. So now it's going to be, this is kind of big. It's really nice, but it's big. So it's a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 3 by 5. So let's go with the 3 by 5. And I'm going to put it in front of this one. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I probably missed a part. I thought it was only on one side, but it might actually be on both. So yes, it's a light, it's a heavy on the left and a light on the right. So a heavy on the left and a light, and a light on the right. Perfect, which gives me a scaffolding back here, which gives me 5 pipes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Then the second step is another heavy, another light, and the sheet metal. So another heavy, another light, and this, and the sheet metal was 4 on each side, I believe. Yeah, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's actually 16, and they said on the heavy, like so. Oh wow, I love this refinery. It's such a beautiful machine. On this side is a liquid input. On that side is, guess what, another liquid input, which together will be fused into biodiesel. And now I'm out of connector though. So let's put this right here and a wire relay, and we're going to have to make some more connectors. So I'm going to climb up here. I love that I discovered that I could climb these. I never knew before. So, linking from here to here. Perfect. And now I just need another connector. So let's go back here, which means I hope I still have clay, because I'm going to need some clay for the LV connector. So LV connector, let's search that right now so that I don't end up having to discover it. So it's 4 terracotta. So 4 terracotta. I know I don't have those. I didn't produce more, but I have some clay. So what I'm going to do is actually put this clay to cook in here. I'm going to split it in 2 just because I want to make this faster. So I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not making more. I'll explain why. I'm not making more because I'm basically going to be moving away from LV. If you remember in the last episode, made some electrum. I'm going to be going to the next level of this, which is a lot more power. And if you see how much I'm carrying everywhere, sorry, I'm going to need a lot more power. So this right here and this right here. Perfect. Now this is connected. And now technically I can go 2 buckets of plant oil. I don't know how much of ethanol I have. 2 bucket. Things are going well tonight. So I've got 2 buckets of each, which means it's transforming into biodiesel. And wow, this process is fast. So 2 buckets of each. Is it going to give me 4 bucket? Because if it does give me 4 bucket, that's going to be nice. So by the way, biodiesel is one of the power producing component. So that's one quest. But as you saw, that was a very long quest. In my test world, been going over this, and basically I'm unfortunately going to need at least 2 more episodes to be able to go through immersive engineering. Everything is so multi-step. Next one I'm going to do is I'm going to go and restart everything like I've told you. And when we're back, we're going to do the medium voltage, because by now we should have electrum. I believe we have 64 electrum. So yes, we should be good electrum wise. And then we're going to just do a quick overview of all the quests so that we can see what we have to do. And these, like, they're still not ready. There's nothing to do with those. It's to automate the sluice box, the crushing table from the start game. If you remember, I don't even know if I've put them down still. No, I removed them. So that's what we used in the beginning to be able to produce resource. I completely lost, well, not lost, but I removed all of this. So, like I said, just going to reboot everything, and to you, in the magic of editing, as I finish this 3, 2, 1, we're going to be in the next episode. And I'm back. So, took a little longer, I had a couple of things to finish, and I got disturbed, but the good news is that when I came back, I just wanted to try something quickly, and basically what I did is I tried reinstalling the mod pack again. Not for the lag, but just to try and see for the sound, and now we have sound. And it's being picked up by OBS, so that's a good thing. Okay, as I told you, we have electrum, so now it's time for MV wire, I believe. So let's go in the heavy machinery and medium voltage. So medium voltage wants MV wire connector, MV wire relay, and MV wire coil. Let's just search MV wire. So MV wire coil is basically electrum wire around the stick. Let's do a couple of these. I'm going to do 16 for now. I'm going to transform 16, I mean. Hammer, just make sure I don't screw this up. Hammer into plate. And then, oh, I don't have any cutters here, unless there's some in the storage. Wire cutter, nope, so I have to go get them from back here. So cutters, let's grab both pair. And now I wish I had not made this much LV wire, because this is kind of ridiculous. So these 16 are going to give me 16 coil, and these 16 coil are going to give me 16 this 16 wire going to give me 16 coil. Perfect. Now I need to go grab some more terracotta, which is cooked clay. And oh, it's all done. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better. And now we're going to find what these are. So it's with iron. Really? MV is with iron? I thought it would have used the electrum. And it's basically the same thing. So perfect. Let's grab some iron. I'm going to grab a stack because I'm going to end up putting it in the steel production anyway. So first, MV wire relay. I'm going to make just 8 of those, and then MV wire connector. I'm also going to make 4 of those, 8 of those. You know what? No, so that's good. That's good. I don't need more than that, so that should be good. Perfect. So that should be 1 quest completed. Let's grab this reward and back, and now we get to see what the high voltage is. I think it's steel. HV wires move around a large amount of RF, but can't be insulated. So this moves a lot of power, but it cannot be insulated. So by the way, the insulated is the one that doesn't hurt you. But look at this. Needs 4 tough fabric and the creosote oil, and the tough fabric is this again. So until we have a hemp fiber field, that's not going to happen. But let's look at the HV wire. HV wire. HV wire connector is with aluminum, super easy. Wire relay with aluminum, super easy. And the HV wire are steel and aluminum. That's cool. That's really cool. It's a mix of the two. And you know what? I'm going to make 16 of those. So let's grab a stack of aluminum. This is silver. Is that the aluminum? No, this is tin. Oh. Do I not have aluminum? I do not have aluminum. Unless I started making some here. So let's just go take a look. And tin, iron. Oh, I have a very little bit of aluminum. And this is all iron. And this is tin. So that's it. Ooh, I'm not going to be making a lot of these. And is this... Wow, this is already empty. That's going to be a time-lapse thing because I'm going to want to make a bit more aluminum. That being said, I want to make the HV wire connector. So I'm going to make 4 of these only. And I'm going to make the wire relay. Oh, insulating glass. Oh, that is cool. I do not know how it works, but this is cool. So I need some pulverized iron. I need some just normal glass. And I need a green dye. And that's 2 each. And I'm going to need 4. So I'm going to need 4 glass and 4 iron dust. Okay. Let me grab all of that. And where's my crushers? Right here. Can I get iron dust from this? I'm not sure. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, we can. So this is a perfect solution. Let's just wait for that. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to make 2 more stack because why not start it? So right here, I'm going to replace this and get that, and replace that one and get that. Perfect. So that's 4, and I have 4 glass. Yes. So technically, I think I have everything but the green dye. Oh, come on. I didn't know I had 4 green dye. That was just perfect. I couldn't ask for better. Which now leaves us with only 9 aluminum, which means I'm going to transform 8. So 8 aluminum, and I'm going to do 8 steel so that we have equal amount. Then we can use the wire cutter on the steel and the wire cutter on the aluminum. Whew, barely, but just enough. Perfect. And then we can make... I'm out of stick, really, of everything to be out of. Okay, that's funny. Let me just make some stick because I guess it's a tough thing to have. Oh, I don't even have wood anymore. So let's grab 1 stack and let's do the little... I always like doing this. Like I get 1 stack, I'll do 2 stack of plank, and I'll do 2 stack of stick, and then I can put all of this in here now. I'm also going to put the sand, and then we can do these HV wires, which brings us to 16 and another quest completed. So that's good. And the aluminum is going to go in here. Perfect. The 1 aluminum, I should say. But that's another quest completed. Let's grab this loot. Which now, yes, everything is open. That's perfect. So, oh, what am I saying? Not everything's open. So to open this, I would need what? I would need projection, maybe? And this one, maybe it's just a row now. So let's look at, oh no, it needs void sample. So once I have void sample, I can do collecting oil and then diesel and then this. So let's look at void sample. Core sample drills give you information about the resource in your chunk. Let's just take the book and look at what it is. So heavy machinery, coil, no, something, not here. Improve, crusher, nope. Power wire, this, no. Heavy, simple machines maybe. Conveyor belt, external eater, item router, charging station, garden enclosure, Tesla coil, no. Immersive tech maybe. Distillery, solar tower, boiler, steam turbine. Wow. In oil processing, I don't know why, but distillation tower, no. Multi-block projector, fluid reservoir. Wait, where's that machine? So maybe in here. Let's start from the top. Nope, not in here. Treated wood, concrete, balloon, engineer workbench, blueprint, lighting, tank silo. Nope, nope, nope. Power wire and generator, maybe? Wouldn't make sense, but we need to check everywhere at this point. Diesel generator, lightning rod, heating flux, tools, revolver. No. Oh, this is really boring if I can't find what it is. Heavy machinery, that was not in there. Is it part of the excavator? Better than dwarf. Excavator, nope. Okay, so let's go back to heavy machinery. It's not an arc furnace, refinery, fermenter, squeezer. So basically, we built most of those. We've built the crusher, the mixer, the squeezer. Oh, not the mixer. So we still have a couple to do. I don't know. It is not in the manual. This is the steam turbine. The steam turbine is a multi-block structure that uses steam to produce kinetic energy. The boiler. Oh, the boiler is for the diesel. The boiler is a multi-block structure that uses diesel and water to produce steam. So the boiler makes steam that you then put into a steam turbine to produce power. 8,192 N/M of torque. Then you need an alternator. Oh, this is such a complicated machine. Wow. It's probably not a quest, but I'm kind of excited now. I kind of want to do it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'm really not sure. That being said, we have not found the core sample drill. So let me search core sample drill. It's here. Oh, really? Okay, talk about searching for no reason. So the core sample drill is a very simple little thing. It's not even a multi-block structure. I thought it was going to be way harder than this. So 1, 2, and 1 steel scaffolding. Let's go back here and grab some more steel. And while we're here, let's recharge with iron. So now we can do these steel scaffolding, which means I'm going to need these rod, 4, 8. And then we're going to make some more steel scaffolding. You know what? I'm going to make all of these because we always seem to be needing these things. I need some steel fence, which means some rod. Let's do 2 sets. And you know what? Let's make 2 sets. Oh, 4. So that was an expense I didn't want to make. I kind of overdid it on that one. Let's be honest. Let me get rid of everything that I don't need. This. I'm not going to keep the power on me either because at this point, I'm not sure what I'm going to need power-wise, so there's no point in keeping this on me. I'm trying to make a little bit of space so that we can go with the next quest. So, core sample drill. Oh, I didn't claim it. It does help if you do. Oh, there's another part. Core sample. Oh, okay, this sounds cool. So let's do the core sample drill and we'll put it close to power. So we'll just put it here. Look at this cool thing. Okay, and let's see if we can connect it. Now there's one thing I do not know that I'm going to try. So that's an LV wire connector. That's an LV wire. This is a MV wire, and I'm going to look at MV connector right here. So first thing I want to see is if I have an MV wire coil, can I? No. Okay, so I guess I won't be doing this now. So let's put a power connector here, shift right click, and this is now connected. And this is now working. That being said, where's the core sample? Oh, it's not something I can make. So, how does this work? Do I need to put one on each side? It's no longer turning. Maybe you have to whack it with an engineer's hammer. Nope. And maybe I'm just out of power. So let's go see the power situation. Nope, this is full of power. And, oh, is it full of power? No, this is crystallized oil. So it's barely making enough power to power things. So maybe that's why like there's no power getting to it. So because there's no power getting to it, it's not doing anything. Because I don't know how the core sample drill works. This is something I've never used, and I didn't think we would get there here, so I haven't done the research here. So core sample drill gives you information about the resource in your chunk, and I need a core sample, and if I find the core sample right here, there's no way to click it or do anything. So I'm not quite sure what to do with that. While we're waiting for that, let's just look at this. Redstone voltage. You can make wires that can transfer a redstone signal. So that's cool. That's exactly what I want for my setup back there. So let's get that done. Redstone wire. Redstone wire. Way more than I was expecting. Redstone wire. Okay. So a redstone wire connector is electrum nuggets, terracotta, and redstone. Okay, well, that's simple. Let's go grab some electrum and some terracotta, and let's go grab some redstone. I'm just going to grab a couple. I'm not going to go for a whole stack. And let's make those. So first, redstone wire connector. I'm going to get some nuggets like this, and I'm going to make, these are the connector. I'm going to make 8. Then I need redstone wire coil. No aluminum. So I'm going to have to do this in the next episode, unfortunately. This is sad. Redstone. So let's do the redstone probe and timer if I can. Redstone timer, which is this. And this is complicated. Stained glass, nether quartz, wire connector, and circuit board. And circuit board, okay, are a bit more complicated. I'm getting in the complicated stuff now. And the redstone wire coil. Redstone, not wire coil. Redstone probe was the next one. This one. Circuit board again. Okay, so that's going to have to also wait for the next episode. I wasn't really planning on complicated like that. And I'm going to need aluminum. And aluminum, I have more aluminum right here. The problem is that I don't have any more crystals. So I'm going to have to make a batch of crystal. And let's just replace this with aluminum and push that back in here. So I'm going to have to... What am I doing with a cobblestone in my hand? Okay, so I'm going to have to do this later. So in my time lapse, I'm going to make sure that I get the material to make the circuit board. Because if you look at the circuit board, I'm just going to go back. We know how to make the copper plate, we know how to make the insulating glass, and we know how to make the vacuum tube. So I'm going to make sure to make a couple of these, and then we can keep making the probe and the timer when we're together. So let's look at the next class, alternating flux. Alternating flux is higher tier of energy than RF. It can be transferred, but it cannot be used in machine. For that, you're going to need a transformer. So I'm guessing this is to transfer a really massive amount of power, but it's not like I can produce massive amount of power now. So I'm not sure what's the point. I'm just curious about it. So let's look at AF wire. AF wire. So AF wire is made out of insulating glass and Constantan. Okay. And the AF wire coil is Constantan and hop graphite. So that is expensive. Okay, so that is really expensive. The AF transformer, let me just look at AF transformer. This is a AF wire relay, an HV, and a high voltage coil box, which is HV wire. So I'm going to need a lot more aluminum. Steel is not a problem. So I'm going to need Constantan, aluminum. I'm going to need a lot of things. So this time lapse is going to be a 100% resource crafting. Projection. The projector allows you to see where everything in an IE multi-block goes in the world, helping you build it. You know what? That's cool. I wish they had made us do that earlier. I don't know why they didn't make us do that earlier. That would have been just smart. Glass, 2 iron, a lantern, which is 2 iron plate and a... This is ridiculous. Why didn't they make us do that earlier? Okay, I can totally do that now. Don't know why we kept that till later. It would have made everything easier. So let's go and get that done. What did I need? I needed some lantern, which means some iron plate. I don't even need to be there for this. I need a treated wood plank. 1 treated wood plank. Let's go back here. I'm going to need how many? I'm going to make 2 sets of lanterns. So that's going to be 4 iron. And I already have iron, so I don't need really that much more. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Engineer's hammer on that. Iron plate. Perfect. So that's going to be the lanterns. Let's make 2 sets of lantern. Perfect. And then it's going to be 1 of those and a projector. So it's that easy. Now the lanterns are another nice way of lighting up the place. But I think that they need power. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to do some research because I'm not sure. Like, I don't even see where the power would be connected. So I'm going to have to do some research on that. This is the projector. Let's go. How do you use the projector? I'm kind of curious about that. So let's grab this. That's another quest done. And the distilling water, we can do that. This multi-block distillery distill waters and make salt in the process. Okay, cool. So basically, if I look at this, I'm going to need to make a distillery to get distilled water and some salt. So I'm going to need to make a distillery. This is already done. I'm just waiting for a core sample. You know what? Let's go see if my core sample is ready. I wouldn't expect it to be because it feels like something's missing. It feels like something's not done and it feels like it's not getting any power. So this is full. Oh, this is still using power. You know what? Let's do this. If we remove the apples, not apples, this should be good, and we have a good amount of ethanol. So I'm thinking that for the ethanol, I can just extract it and put it here. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to move this industrial squeezer here, because then the industrial squeezer can input right in here, and the fermenter can input right in there. So this is full. I'm still waiting for this machine to fill. And by the time that this machine is filled, because if this machine can fill, it means that we're getting enough power to be able to fill the machine, which means now, I was going to say now we should have enough power, but that doesn't seem to be working. Let me try some, I want to try one last thing. So LV wire connector, this is an LV wire connector. So let me put one here, and can I do, oh, this is the MV wire. I want the LV wire. Can I do to this one? Oh, yes. Okay, so I literally need to give it power from more than one side. So now I'm going to also need some power from this side, I guess. And here I'm just guessing. I honestly don't understand how this machine works because I've never tried it before. So this is full. Oh! And I have a core. I have a core sample. So it says no mineral, no fluid reservoir, overworld, sample taken 0 minutes ago. So I guess it wasn't powering through this one anymore, but we now have our core sample, which means this quest is now completed. Awesome. I'm really happy about that. So the only problem I would say is that, and I have lag. Oh, we're at 21 minutes. So of course I have lag. It is really remarkable how close to at 20 minutes we get the lag spike. So this is done, which means it opened collecting oil. By putting a pump jack in a chunk that has oil, it'll start slowly collecting it. Huh. No mineral, no fluid reservoir. So maybe I need to move this core drill until I find somewhere there's oil. Here I'm in a forest hill. Here I'm in a forest hill. Here I'm in a forest slime. And if I'm moving around, forest, no slime. Forest. I'm just trying to go around to see if I can find another type of biome. Forest hill. So no, I can't seem to find another biome than forest or forest ill or forest slime. But maybe that's what I'm going to need to do. I'm also going to try that in my time lapse. I'm going to try and move the cordial sample somewhere that's different than where we are. So I'm going to try the forest and the forest slime, because this one was what? This one's plain forest hills. So I'm going to try the other two, because hopefully it's going to say oil reservoir, or else I don't see how I'm going to be able to do that quest. And there's no way they put a quest in that I can't do. Which means then with the oil, we're going to be able to make diesel and lubricant. Distilling water means that we need a distillery, and I just want to finish looking at what quest. So this, we need to craft. This, we need the Hemp Seed. So if I can solve the oil problem, I believe all of this can be done in the next episode. Again, as long as I can find a chunk with oil. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to be spending time hammering the ground like an idiot, because this worm problem, it's really substantial. The fact that I'm not getting more worm than this, again, you've seen, I've done 9 and I got not a single worm. Still no worm. Still no worm. I don't understand the worm mechanic, because at some point I was doing it and I was getting a lot of worm, and now, oh, and then I just got 3 in a row. And then 5, so I guess it's all 100% log based, and some episode I'm luckier than others, 7, and I just got really unlucky last time, because wow, this is lucky. I just have to be careful not to take out all of the grass, or else it won't regrow. So that's 7. And let's say that's going to be enough. But that means I'm going to be able to complete my hemp fiber field, which means I also want to make a second farmer right there. So that's 1, 2, 3 in the middle right here. 1, 2, 3 in the middle right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I get to finish this whole field. And I have 1 worm to spare that I'm just going to put here. But that means I'm going to be able to craft another farmer, and then make 1 farmer to extract from that field and 1 farmer to extract from that field. And while I'm here, I might as well click all of this. But my goal is to be able to complete the other one. So let's just, before we stop the episode, let's do one last check and opening of the rewards. Let me get rid of all of this. Reward, reward, reward. Reward, perfect. So with all of these reward and the quest, prepare all of the block for a distillery. Then make the prepare everything for the circuit. Then what else do we need to do? We need to make some Constantin. Make sure that we have all of the fiber for using the wind. You know what? We should be able to get everything done. I'm also going to have to start some aluminum, and if I have time, and again, I'm just saying if I have time, these heavy machinery, the arc furnace is kind of cool. And I haven't made the mixer, and I haven't made the metal press. I love the metal press to make rods and plate because it doesn't use a hammer, and I think it makes them faster, and it's a cool mechanism. And it's not a lot of blocks, so I'm probably going to prepare everything to do that one too. So we have a lot, I got a lot to get done in the time lapse, but I'm going to prepare as much as I can so that in the next episode, we are ready to get things rolling. I'm going to go back here to be able to view my new machines. And, oh, also the distillery. Let me just go back. Excavator, arc furnace, distillery, not in here. Maybe in the simple machine. External. So I don't know what the distillery is. I'm also, you know what? Let me just do a quick search. Distillery. No, it's not a 1-block machine. Oh, distillery tower projector, distiller projector. See, I still don't understand how the projector works. Craft with the engineer's manual. What? This is something that's in my end, right? I can't put it down. What if I come in here? I just want to try something. if I come in here and I remove that, and okay, so I can't put that in here. This is the engineer manual. Nope. So I can't do like this. What if I go and try to craft them together? So nope, that's not how it works. You know what? I was really hoping that this would work. Let me try one last thing. Oil processing. So fluid reservoir, distillation tower. So the distillation. Oh, this is the cool one. I think that's the one I need to make. So that's going to be a lot of blocks. Okay. So what if I go, now that I have this like that, and I go like this? No. So I'm going to go and do some research for that because I really want to use this. It seems really cool. What if I go distillation tower, and now I try to craft the two together. So this, yes. So that's how you do it. You select a plan, and then, oh, I'm really excited. Will this work? Yes. Wow. And then, what about the, how do I do next step? Maybe if I put all of the block, then the next step will appear. But this is cool. Okay, so we found a way of doing this. So I can finally move on to something else. So I have to make a distillery, distillation tower. And I'm really curious about the biodiesel power. I might not have time, but I'm thinking that as a pet project, I'm going to work on that. So let's just open these loot chests. Lantern of Paranoia. Punchy stick. Oh, really? Opium core and something that the image are not in yet. That's really kind of weird / lame. So let's get rid of those two things. Everything else I'm going to put in my chest. We're going to go into the time lapse. I'm going to prepare as much stuff as possible. And for real this time and not a mid cut, I'm going to see you in the next episode. Bye now.